When he went to bed on the day that he was made Prime Minister, he slept the sleep of content because he now realized that he had the power to save the country, and he used that power extraordinarily well.
But now we are at war.
Right, yeah, it's yours, please.
I love you all.
We want a better world.
Spartan ist ein Symbol.
But from the moment when we gave our guarantee that we would not stand by idly and see Poland trampled down by Nazi violence, we have never looked back, never flagged, never doubted, never flinched.
Churchill was a spellbinding speaker, and during the war, particularly during 1940 and 41, his speeches really held people. Later on, not so much, but during that crucial period when our survival was in the balance, those speeches were held on to.
Millions of tongues record thee, and anew their children's lips shall echo them and say, here where the sword united nations drew, our countrymen were warring on that day, and this is much and all which will not pass away.
Vita Sackville-West, the writer, said that what got her about it was the sort of these wonderful Elizabethan prose, he said, which not only was marvellous oratory, but reflected the courage of the man. You could sort of feel it coming through. Churchill's speeches were extraordinary, really. He took, it was said by his private secretary, an hour to write 1 minute of his speeches. They were full of marvellous shifts of mood. They were scornful of the Nazis. There were shifts of mood where he would use these great Augustan sentences. He shifted from these great rolling periods into a marvellous sort of bathos and wit. But they were quite unlike anything that anybody else could have done.
He may spread his course far and wide and carry his curse with him. He may break into Africa or into Asia, but it is with us, here in this island fortress, that he will have to reckon and settle in the end.
Oratorically speaking, he was the man of the moment. In fact, when I asked what Churchill did in the war, Attlee said he talked about it. Well, he talked and talked and talked. He talked incessantly. He couldn't stop talking. But he talked to great effect, particularly in the House of Commons and particularly over the radio. So I would say that the war, as far as Churchill was concerned, was an oratorical triumph.
We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall fight in the hills, we shall never surrender.
What made him a great military leader was not his success as a strategist, but his success as a personality. He embodied the kind of ancient will, the ancient courage, the ancient traditions of Britain. He embodied them actually in the language that he used, the sort of antique reverberations of his oratory, something which conjured up this spirit of resistance and of patriotism.